Welcome everyone to HFN, also known as HueFin News. Today is the 19th day, 2021, finally back in the seat, here to give us all anticipation of price movement, whether it's in the cryptocurrency space or even in the stock market. I want to say congratulations to everyone who's in on this live. This is our opportunity for us to collaborate with our team, with our community members, to see some other cryptocurrencies or stocks that we really don't talk about too much on our channel. We want to build a community of people who wants to get ahead of the game, who wants to be profitable in the market without being confused. So if you're here, make sure you all hit the like button. Make sure you support the channel by subscribing, by liking the video, by sharing the content so that we can enlarge this team of individuals to make sure that we are ahead of the game. You know, this is a very competitive market. I see it as if there's no friends in this space. So when we create our team and our community, we need to act as such, that there's someone else that's trying to get advantage over our positions, over our money. They're trying to take the cash from us, and it's vice versa. This is the market, right? We're trying to get in position to win and make more money than what we actually allocated to this particular market. So if you want to join us, you're here, welcome. Thank you for taking out this small opportunity to sit down and see how we're able to converse and speak on where the market's anticipated to go. And if you're not, let me all pinpoint you all on our two memberships. Like, this is how you're able to collaborate with us while we do our live streams, right? This is our opportunity for our artisan members to come through and tell me, hey, HueFin, let me know. I really want us to talk about this particular stock or this particular cryptocurrency because I really want to see where the market is headed. So this live stream is only for that purpose alone. If you're an artisan member of ours, you're able to converse. We can converse here through the chat as well as on the charts to see where these markets are headed so that we can get ahead of the game. So you can do that by picking out the artisan perk. Now this is $4.99 a month. It's very minimal, but it gives us the opportunity to build, to anticipate where price is going to go during our lookout live stream session. Even if you just want to support, that's fine. That is great. That's very beneficial to us as an organization. You can do that by clicking on this apprentice perk right here. It's only $1.99 a month. You have access to our custom emojis that we've created that you can use during our live streams, during the comments on any of our videos that we post here on YouTube. You can use these custom emojis, right? We want to actually use these custom emojis to learn how to call the markets, right? I want everyone who's on our team to get accustomed to calling the markets, to see if you're right, to see if you're wrong, so that we can use this as a learning aspect when I place these predictions on YouTube. So use these custom emojis if you're interested in becoming an artisan apprentice perk member. Okay, so real quick, I have a lot of charts to go over. You know, all of our artisan members, I usually send out a community post only to our artisan members. They are the only ones who is able to see the post right here. And I want to ask them all the question, you know, what charts do you want to go over when we do our lookout live stream? And you guys can see we got 13 comments total. We got a lot of charts to go over. So I'm not going to spend too much time on joining in. I just want to dive right on into our predictions so that we can go ahead and knock these charts out. Okay, so if you're just coming into the live, there's only 16 people right now watching the live stream. Make sure you all hit that like button if you haven't had the opportunity to press that thumbs up button. So now the first chart that we are going to look at, you all can see is right here. Okay, the first chart is going to be Ethereum Classic. We've done a price prediction into the market in Ethereum Classic not long ago. Matter of fact, the last video that we did on Ethereum Classic was right there on June the 6th, 2021, and we were expecting the market in Ethereum Classic to drop lower, right? So we're not surprised to see, since we did our price prediction in Ethereum Classic, that the market actually did go lower. We met the trap to where our ultimate TP price was, and it took 2 days. It didn't take long for the market in Ethereum Classic to come to our ultimate TP price, which was right there around $50, right? You guys can see that. Now, take a look at where the market is again. We're right back at $50 into the market in Ethereum Classic. So we really need to see if the market in Ethereum Classic is going to continue to drop, and if so, where would be the next area of support in the market for Ethereum Classic. Okay, so now let's do this real quick. first off, let's take this prediction off because you all can visually see that the market came to our ultimate TP price, which is excellent to call. That is done. That is over. Let's see now. Okay. Now, the main thing I've zoomed out on this price chart for Ethereum Classic is take a look. Is the market in Ethereum Classic still trending high in price? Right? What do you all think? Are we still trending to the upside in Ethereum Classic, or has the market broken the overall trend? Take a look at that. So looking at this, we are all in agreement to state that, yeah, the market doesn't look like it's following that upward line. It doesn't look like it's following the ascending trend. So what does that mean then? It means that the market is not that strong as what it once was when Ethereum Classic was trading above that line. So our mentality needs to be more in line with, okay, we're not expecting the market price in Ethereum Classic to go higher. Not right now. I mean, the trap has already told us the overall sentiment in the space. Let me show you the support area though. I mean, this market right here in Ethereum Classic has utilized this $50 area as support. It was acting as support. It was acting as restriction. So to see the market in Ethereum Classic still trade here above $50 is monumental, right? When I look at this on a different time frame, we need to see what is the probability of Ethereum Classic keeping price above $50. Okay, so real quick, this is the market in Ethereum Classic on a 3-day time frame. So looking at the price bars, I mean, what do you all think? It's clear to see that the market in Ethereum Classic is in a downtrend. So there's no need for us to even fuss and argue about what the direction of the market currently is. It's currently in a downtrend. So now our real purpose is to see if the market in Ethereum Classic can maintain its price above $50. So this is the 2-day time frame, and we are in a definite clear downtrend into the market in Ethereum Classic, right? So when I look at this on the 2-day time frame, I'm still seeing that there is weakness here, but the market here is not extremely weak due to the amount of volume that is not coming through, right? So the volume is not extreme to where we can actually stay from a 2-day time period that Ethereum Classic is ready to dip below $50. We don't see that yet. What about on a 5-day time frame? Okay, so you all can see here on the 5-day time frame in Ethereum Classic, this was our opportunity to see this market in Ethereum Classic continue its strength. And here we are, 5-day price bars into that, and the market still is not giving us any strength, right? And matter of fact, on this current 5-day price bar, we're closing towards the low end of the bar. So when we look at Ethereum Classic, this would be our next support area then, okay? If $50 is not going to hold, this is going to be our next area, 40. So I'm already prepping our mind into anticipating where would be the next likely area of support into the market for Ethereum Classic, and it is at $40. Now, check this out on the weekly. Okay, we got a day and 7 hours left on this current weekly price bar in Ethereum Classic, and I'm still seeing weakness. I'm not seeing any indications that the market here in Ethereum Classic is strong. The only thing that I will state that could go outside of us seeing the weakness is the amount of volume. Where in the world has that volume gone? What does that even mean? Does it mean that the market is not really that weak, and then the next following weekly price bar we can see the market go higher? Or does it mean that there's really no one interested in buying Ethereum Classic at the moment? Right? So what we're going to do on this particular video, on this prediction in Ethereum Classic, is play the weakness. It is what it is. If you're looking for the market in Ethereum Classic to go higher, we're not there yet. That's a 2 weeks time frame. This is a 3 weeks time frame into the market in Ethereum Classic, and we're still seeing a weakness here. Okay. So on this prediction, let us go ahead and play this on the daily time frame. So let me run this on the daily time frame. Now, again, the only way that this prediction would go against us is if this market shows us increase in volume alongside strength come through on that $50 line. Okay, $50 would be that area that we would expect us to see some strength and the market reverse course from going lower to going higher. Okay, but I'm going to bring it all the way down to $40. That's the next area of support that we can see into the market for Ethereum Classic. I do agree with you, Chris. The interest seems to have dried up into the market for Ethereum Classic. Okay, so $50 is the only outlier that could go against our prediction. It's just that simple. And it has shown itself as being a very good area of restriction and support. Now, when I look at this on a 5-day, weekly, 2 weeks time frame, the $50 area doesn't look like it's going to hold though. So that's why we're going to continue to play the weakness and expect the market in Ethereum Classic to go lower. $40 is the ultimate area that I will be TPing out the market in Ethereum Classic. Now, you guys can see here at the highs of May the 1st and May the 2nd, the market can also go there too, which is around $47.50. So that wouldn't be a bad idea to come through and take some of that profit off the market there too. Okay, so that's around what, $46.60? 47. Let me see if I could get this right for everyone. So that's around $47.12. That's about 9.3% profitability right there. So we'll TP the market off a little bit there, but ultimately back down towards 40. Okay. So now that's Ethereum Classic. So as we go throughout these charts, I want everyone to see what is the sentiment of the market. Are we seeing a transition over from the weakness that occurred in May to where we can expect price to go higher, or are we still seeing the weakness? This is Ethereum Classic. We're expecting this one to go lower in price. The second one is synthetics. Okay. This is the market in synthetics right here. You guys can see we did a price prediction on May the 22nd, still playing the weakness into the market. Okay. So May the 22nd was on, let me see, what was May 22nd? That was on Saturday. So we did this during our Lookout live stream session, and the weakness definitely came through. So it hit our ultimate TP price relatively soon on this one as well. The next day, matter of fact, synthetics came and took out our ultimate TP price, which is around 15.64%. If we were still into the market today, we were to get out now, that would be a profit of about 40.75%. Okay. So now that's done. That is over. Again, let me congratulate you all if you took advantage of that market weakness in synthetics, because you won. We beat the trap again in anticipating where the market price is going to go. So let's clean up this chart. So now synthetics is definitely in a downtrend. How do I know? Well, take a look at the trend. The market in synthetics was following the line that I have ascending, right? And we came back down, and we would have expected us, if the market truly was strong, we should have seen the strength come through to hold price on that ascending line, and it didn't do it. Instead, we broke it to the downside. So now we're not anticipating the market in synthetics to go higher at the moment either. Not at all. Okay. So check this out. We got 24 people right now on the live stream. If you haven't tapped that thumbs up button, take that small second to go ahead and hit that like button so everyone can understand that the content that we are creating is very beneficial to everyone who is listening or watching the content. So now, here we go. We're not looking for synthetics to go to the upside. I mean, let's take a look at where we've been into the market in synthetics. Back here on February the 14th, 2021, the price hit an all-time high of about $29. Here we are today, down here at $8.34. That is 71% market loss in this space in synthetics, right? And so many people tries to tell us, when you listen to them, to hold on to investments for 5 years, 10 years. If you would have bought the market in synthetics back here in February, you've already lost 71% of your value. So now, of course, you will be in a long-term holder because you are dramatically down 71% of your investment. That's why you want to take opportunities to take profits at every indication to where you feel comfortable. There's nothing wrong with taking profits off the table. That's why we're here into the market, is to take profit. We're not here to hold investments for 5, 10, 15 years. Now, there are outliers. Some of the major conglomerates in the tech space, hold those for 5 to 10 years. But you don't need to come through and look at the market or the price chart every couple of months to see what's going on if these are truly 5, 10, 15 years investments. Just put it in your account and don't come back and look at it until the next 10 to 15 years, right? But then there's the other side, to where many people come through and simply come through and take the profits off the table and go to the next play. You could do both of them. There's nothing wrong with doing both of them. As a matter of fact, I will recommend that you do both of them. So let's look at synthetics now, okay? One thing I wanted to show you and talk about is, for us, one of the biggest clues that we can ever get in this space is this right there. It's the volume. Only big institutions are able to bring up this much volume, right? And I want you all to see what happened on that particular day. Okay. The market in synthetics went lower, right? You guys can see the market in synthetics on that particular day went to the downside. Now, what was the result? Have we actually seen the market crash? Have we actually seen the market in synthetics go lower? No, not really. The price came through and held support around $8. Okay. So what happened? Did someone come through and purchase more synthetics at that particular price? Or did they sell? Let's take a look. Let's look at this on a 3-day time frame in synthetics. And you guys can see, again, this was our opportunity to see the market in synthetics go higher, right? On this completed 3-day price bar right here. This was the time for us to see some confirmation that synthetics was going to go higher, and it didn't even do it, right? We still closed lower, and that's why we're still seeing that continuation of weakness now. Okay. So now, pretty much just like in Ethereum Classic, this market in synthetics is wanting to hold its price right there above $8. Okay. So now I'm going to get rid of this ascending line because the market is no longer trending higher in price. We don't need to keep it there. Our eyes needs to be focused in on this $8 price, maybe all the way down here towards $7. Okay. So we've already seen it on a daily time frame, the 3-day time frame, even here on the 5-day. The market here in synthetics is still weak. Okay, we're still seeing weakness here into the market in synthetics. But I want you all to be comfortable, okay? Even though we're seeing weakness, we're not telling you that the market is going to crash, that it's going to dump, that it's going to plummet, nothing like that. But the market is still harnessing to us and visualizing to us that this space is still weak. I will be real positive in seeing synthetics go higher if that price is able to close above $10, right? But we're not even seeing that. So here, even in synthetics case, the market here is still giving us weakness. So we have to continue to play what the trap is laying down on the price chart. He is not going to deceive us. You know why? Because he has his own funds at disposal out in the market that he's trying to accumulate and make more money off of. So what we see on the chart is Bible, right? It's gospel. You need to take it for what it is. And that's what we're all about. And right now we're still seeing that weakness here, even here in synthetics. Okay. This is the 2 weeks time frame. Got a day and 7 hours left. We're still seeing the weakness here into the market in synthetics. So let's play the weakness into the market in synthetics, but we're not going to be overly extreme in our weakness. Okay. Just here to $7, right? Now the strength is going to be right there around 10. That's going to be our restriction area into the market in synthetics. Now I'm not looking too much of weakness to really dump the price. That's why we're going to try to pinpoint our ultimate TP price right there around $7. Okay. Now I'm going to take it all the way down here to like 625 just in case the market takes another dump, but I'm not really expecting that to occur in the market for synthetics. Take a look at this on the 3 weeks time frame. Yeah, I'm still seeing a lot of weakness here into the market. All right, so now let's take a look at the next one, which is going to be audio. So here is audio as well. You guys can see that we played the weakness right there on May the 8th. May the 8th was on Saturday as well. So we did this on the Lookout live stream as well in audio. Okay, play the weakness here. Called it, right? And if we were to get out right now, that would be a very profitable position, about 58%. Okay, we expected the market in audio to go lower all the way back here in May. Like we saw the indications from the price chart that the weakness was still here, and we played that. So congratulations to you as well, who was able to see that market in audio go lower in price. Big thing, you guys can see the confirmation of that ascending line was broken to the downside on May the 19th, right there. So we are no longer in a bullish uptrend in these cryptocurrencies. Audio is not the exception. It also is weak. So now we're going to take this line right here, okay? And this area is going to be acting as support, okay? So even in audio situation with synthetics and Ethereum Classic, yes, we're seeing weakness, but it's not that weak. But we can still expect some weakness and movement to the downside to occur in audio. Okay. So now let us look at this on a 3-day time frame. And I want you all to see on the chart, what do you all think? Because the last couple of 3-day price bars in audio, we just seen the market trade sideways. This is our opportunity for us to really see some strength come through. Are you seeing that? Or are you seeing a weakness? Drop the comment in the comment section. Let me know where you think audio is going to go. This is the 5-day time frame, right? We're here, still seeing the weakness into the market in audio. We're trading right now around 93 cents, which is trying to act as support. But changing over on these time frames, I mean, we're still seeing the indication that the market here is weak. This is the 3 weeks time frame. Still seeing the weakness here. Like the market movement to the downside over the last couple of months to weeks in the cryptocurrency space has been monumental. I mean, just here during the month of March, audio was trading around $5. And now look at where we're at. That again is about 82% of the value has been erased from the market in audio in a couple of months. That's why it's very important for us to get ahead of the game, so that we cannot get caught in those very bad positions, because someone bought audio all the way up here around $5. Someone did. So right now, audio is not the exception. We're still here seeing weakness into the market in audio. Now, one thing I would tell you is that all 3 of these cryptocurrencies are showing us the ability to try to grab that support area. Okay. And we can see it right now in audio that the market is trying to hold around 90 cents. We all can see that. But that's only for the short-term perspective. The market is trying to hold 88 cents, 85 cents. Okay. But when we look at this 5-day, 3-day time frame, that is where we're still seeing the weakness at in the market in audio. Okay. So now we're going to play the weakness again for this currency as well. So now let me break this over to the daily time frame. 20% doesn't look like a lot in the cryptocurrency space, but it is in some other markets, right? And let us go ahead and hold this restriction area right there around $1.20. Okay. So this is it. We're still seeing the market here in audio as weak, but if you look at the chart, I mean, we're still seeing it, still trying to trade sideways as well. So those are two outcomes that we're trying to play out from the trap. That is our expectations, is to see this market in audio trade sideways and go lower in price. That's right, Chris. Weakness until strength comes up. And right now, all three of these cryptocurrencies are not giving us any indications of strength right now. All right. So now let's go ahead and look at the next one that is on the chart. You guys remember when I first started this live stream, I told you all to look at these charts to see what is the overall market environment in terms of sentiment, as to whether or not the market is giving us strength or weakness. So far, we did 3 cryptos and we're seeing that the overall market is still weak. Now, again, just relax. I'm not telling you that the market is going to plummet or crash, but we are still in that environment to where people are not interested into pushing these prices higher. Okay. Now let's go ahead and take a look at MATIC. That's the next one that we're going to look at. Okay. So this is MATIC, and this is it. We missed this one. You guys can see from our last price prediction in MATIC, which was on May the 26th, we played a strength into the market, and immediately this cryptocurrency did not give us any strength at all. We've been in a downtrend ever since then. So as a learning lesson, right? At what point would you have gotten out the market understanding that our prediction was wrong? Because as I told you, we don't place automatic stop losses on the exchanges. Only we know about where we would get out the market. Okay? Because when you place automatic stop losses on these exchanges, you're actually giving the trap a leg up. You're giving him a competitive advantage against us, against you, as to why he would take out your stop loss and then he'll take the price to where you originally intended it to go. That's not fair. So only you should know where your stop losses are going to be at. Okay. So at what point will we have gotten out the market and MATIC understanding that our prediction was wrong? Okay. So real quick, immediately when we did our price prediction in MATIC, we should have said, hold up, something's not right. Okay. We are expecting the market in MATIC to go higher, and immediately the market continues to show us weakness. The first day the market dropped, right? So now, do you see anywhere here on this chart to where support would be at? Okay, our area of support was right there originally around $2. So where would be your second area of support? Do you see it? Where do you think that next area of support would be if you had your initial area of support wrong? Right, where do you think it would be at? Third day, Chris? I would say right around that third day is where I would place that support area. Okay, so my support area after my original one, which was around $2, would be around $1.87, $1.85, right? And we've seen plenty of days to where this market in MATIC just hugged that area, right? So at what point would I have gotten out the market and say, okay, this is it. The market is not going to move back up to the upside in price? Because you see, it's kind of cloudy. It's kind of foggy. The market was trying to make okay, what way are we going to go? Are we going to go higher? Are we going to go lower? Okay. Because right here is where the market has garnered us strength. Okay. So I wouldn't have gotten out on the third day. The fourth day, I would have said, okay, there's a little bit more life coming through in the market in MATIC. May the 30th. Then again, May the 31st, I wouldn't have gotten out because the market has not completely fell off. That shows me that there are still buyers here in this space. And then again, right there, June the 1st is where we get our first indication that the market is weak. But the market did not react negatively to it. We still traded sideways the following 2 days after June the 1st, right? I would have gotten out right here. June the 6th is where I would have gotten out the market in MATIC under the premise that the market is not giving us any strength. So that would have been a loss on the close of about 25% right there. Okay. I try to give the market opportunity to give us strength on these days from May the 30th all the way to June the 3rd, I have given it opportunity to convince me that the strength is still here. And that conviction was lost on June the 4th because the market broke. It continued to go lower, right? That's it right there. So yeah, it didn't go right, and it will happen. You will have losses and incorrect predictions going on into the market. You will experience that. But that's how you're able to minimize those losses as well. So let me show you. Getting out on June the 4th, that was about 25, almost 25.5% loss. If you were to get out today, instead of 25.5%, you'll be around 37, right? This is how you're able to minimize those losses as well too. So I just wanted to show you all that. All right, so now this is MATIC. Question: are we in an uptrend or a downtrend? You guys can see we were tracking the market in MATIC right here. All right, the market was holding price alongside that trend. We broke it on June the 10th, came back up towards that ascending line, and we tested it. That ascending line was tested again. This ascending line was tested again on the 15th and on the 16th of June. So what happened after the test? Did the market succeed, or did it fail at trading price above our ascending line? Because if the market would have succeeded, then we would say the market is strong. We will be looking for the market to go higher in price, but instead we broke it. It could not break price above that ascending line. Right? Appreciate that, Andrew. So, since the market in MATIC was unable to break price above our ascending line, we already know what the deal is. The trap is telling us, I tried to break price above that ascending line. I couldn't do it. So that tells us that this strength is not available at this moment in MATIC. So we appreciate him giving us that information on the chart, right? And again, this is the 3-day time frame. This was our opportunity in the market to see MATIC continue to go higher in price. 2 3-day price bars into this, we're not even seeing the market strength here neither. So there's no interest, there's no demand coming through in the market in MATIC right now. None. So that's why we can still play the weakness in MATIC right now as well. So where's that area of support? The area of support is around $1.27, $1.25. That's the first area of support in the market in MATIC. Okay. That's the 5-day time frame. This is the weekly. You guys can see that the market currently is giving us some weakness here, but it's not extremely weak. That's why I wanted to pinpoint that first area of support around $1.27, $1.25. Okay. 2 weeks time frame. Again, MATIC is not extremely weak. This is probably one of the strongest cryptocurrencies out of the 4 that we've talked about so far. Okay. So let's run this. We're going to do the prediction as well in MATIC, playing in the weakness here. And that area of restriction is right there alongside this ascending line. We got the confirmation that the price in MATIC cannot break above it. So that area will be restriction. Okay. Now I'm going to be conservative. I'm not telling you all neither in MATIC that the market's going to crash here neither, but rather the market is not extremely strong. So we got 2 areas of TP. The first one is around $1.30. That will garner us around 6% profitability. Take a little bit off the table there, all the way back down to $1.20. Okay. That is how we're going to play the market in MATIC. Let me look at this on a 3 weeks time frame. And yeah, I mean, the market here is still weak too. It's giving us a probable precursors of strength on this current 3-week price bar. So the next following 3 weeks price action, we need to see the market close above it, because if so, then the strength is still involved. But right now, we're not seeing that yet. Okay. So yeah, I'm not really seeing this market in MATIC as being extremely weak neither. This seems to be like a very quick movement to the downside, only to reclaim support and move back up higher. So that's why I'll be telling you our first area TP would be around $1.30, all the way back down to 120. Not even that much movement really. Now, if the weakness continues in the overall environment, then we're going to see the price in MATIC come all the way back down to a clean dollar, maybe around $1.15. But I'm not saying that right now. So I'm going to keep this ascending line here only because the market confirmed the weakness. And this is one of the biggest clues that he has given us, is that it couldn't break price above that ascending line. All right, so now let's go ahead and look at the next one. The next one is going to be Holochain. So this is Holochain right here. And you guys can see here in Holochain, we haven't done a prediction into the market neither. But for the most part, the name of the game today is literally these cryptos are in a downtrend. So we're not going to buck the trend. It looks as if we are leveling off though in these cryptos, okay, which is a good thing to turn out and see, because it kind of lets us know that we are finding a basis of support, and Holo is not the exception. Okay, so we're still seeing the weakness here in Holochain, but the weakness is also here as well. And the reason why weakness is here in Holochain is because of this area right here. This is restriction. Okay, I would say it's less than a penny. So I will bring the ultimate area of restriction up here towards a clean penny, and we will play the weakness until we actually see the market in Holo break above 1 penny. Okay, now let's see if the market is still in a trend though. This was a trend. The market was falling back in the beginning of the year. We are no longer in an upward trend. So the best outcome that we can get in Holochain as well is sideways trading. Okay, very tight area, a penny all the way back down here to 0.006. Okay, I will even bring it down here. So this is that trading range, right? I'm looking for the market in Holo to trade in between these two lines, right? So check it out. This is Holochain on a 5-day time frame. 6 hours and 21 minutes left before this current 5-day price bar ends, and we're still seeing a weakness still here. So Jackie Glines, what do you mean by I'll put the ascending support line at the latest blue candle? Are you talking about right here on June the 10th blue candle? How far, what's the actual time frame you're looking at, Jackie? So even here in Holochain, I mean, the market is weak. There's nothing else that I could tell you. Every cryptocurrency that we've seen so far is still harnessing weakness, albeit it may sound like a broken record, but it's not extremely weak. Like I told you, it seems as if these markets are trying to settle down and find a support area. Okay, so even here in Holochain, we're still gonna play the weakness. And on average, it seems as if that support area is coming in maybe around like another 20% drop. So we may see another 20% movement to the downside for these cryptocurrencies. But when you look at this as a picture, as a whole, it doesn't look too far from where the market actually is. You know, even in Holochain, it doesn't look that bad, even if we are to see a 20% movement to the downside. But yeah, this weakness is here too in the market in Holochain. Okay, so that is Holochain. You guys can see it. We've done predictions for Ethereum Classic, Synthetics, Audius, MATIC, now Holochain, and every last one of them, we're seeing that weakness come through, right? All of them, we're still seeing that weakness. So you tell me, where do you think the market is likely to go as a whole? It doesn't mean that we won't have any outliers where some will give us some higher price movement, but as a whole, these cryptocurrencies look to continue to trade sideways and increase that probability going lower. Would you rather have someone tickle your ears and give you fantastic words that all these cryptocurrencies are going to go higher? Or would you rather have someone who has your back and telling you, hey, the market here still looks weak? So let's go ahead and look at the next cryptocurrency, which is going to be Bitcoin. We had someone that wanted us to take a look at Bitcoin. All right, so this is Bitcoin right here. Okay, we did a video on Bitcoin back there in June the 4th. Expecting a weakness, you guys can clearly see it did that, 10.92%. Excellent job. Let's get rid of it. Let's get in position again. Because one thing you can tell here in Bitcoin is that we're not really getting too much price action. This market in Bitcoin is just trading sideways. Now, one thing we needed to see to get more bullish is Bitcoin breaking our area of restriction. Did it happen? Everything is already on the charts for us. I mean, there's nothing hard or confusing about this when you take and read what the chart is letting us know, right? Appreciate that, CA. We do too. We only like the truth as well. So the truth is, in this situation for Bitcoin, if the market truly was strong, right? If it was really going to go higher in price, we would have seen the price break up above this area of restriction that we identified. And it didn't even do it. So that's strike one in order for us to see the price go higher. Now, let's see on a different time frame to see if we get a strike two. Because so far, I've been showing you all on these other videos, on these other price charts today, that we had opportunities to see these cryptocurrencies continue to give us strength. We had the opportunity. And this was Bitcoin's opportunity right here, right? And then we can see it. We had a second opportunity to see Bitcoin go higher in price. And now we're not seeing no more opportunities. The market is going the opposite direction. We're going lower now. So that tells us again, strike two, the opportunities of us going higher in price, it is waning. It is now leaving us. Now, in case of these cryptocurrencies so far, Bitcoin and MATIC are probably the strongest ones out of the ones we've done our predictions for, though. You know, there's enough demand and interest coming through in MATIC and Bitcoin that is not really pushing down these prices. So even if we do see a 20% drop for some of these altcoins, Bitcoin and MATIC would not be that dramatic, right? It will go lower in price, but maybe like 8-9%, while these other cryptocurrencies might go 17 to 20% to the downside. And that's what we mean in terms of which ones are trending stronger and other ones are a lot weaker. Yeah, the majority of the market will drop in price, but how severe would those drops be on each particular or specific altcoin? Bitcoin and MATIC look to be the strongest in terms of that. So now let's look at Bitcoin on a 3-day time frame. And even here, you know, I'm not extremely bearish into the market in Bitcoin as I am with some of the other altcoins that we've done videos for or did our predictions on. But this is the biggest crux right here that I'm seeing, that the market in Bitcoin is going to continue to go lower in price. Right here on this 5-day time frame. This was the opportunity for Bitcoin to really show itself to be bullish, and it didn't even do it. We're closing all the way back here on the low end, right? Right there. So 5-day time frame, weekly time frame. Again, these are our indications of us to see this strength come through, and it's not. It is not even coming through. 9% to the downside. I think that's true, Chris. We got a couple of areas for us to TP out the market in Bitcoin. The first one would be around 34,200 back down to 32. So let me show you all that prediction. Okay, so we said $32,000. I'm sorry, around 34,000. That's about 5% movement to the downside in Bitcoin, back down to 32.5, which is, like you said, Chris, is about 9% to the downside. That would be the closest area of support. And looking at this on a weekly perspective, that is definitely something feasible that we can see into the market in Bitcoin. And we're going to continue to play that until we see the price in Bitcoin break back up above that area that the trap could not even do. So he's telling us, everyone, red flag. I'm telling you all right now, I cannot break this price above $41,000. And until we see that occur, we are already under the premise that the market price is going to go lower, because he confirmed that he could not break the price above our restriction line. Right there. So yeah, we're going to continue to play the weakest in the market in Bitcoin. First area TP, told you, is around 34,000. Second area is around 32.5. Third area is all the way back down to our support area around 30. Those are three areas that we're looking for the trap to try to come through and TP out this market. Okay. Now again, you guys can see from our prediction that even though we're expecting the market to go down at least 9%, like Chris wrote in the chat, it really is just trading sideways. Like, the market is still accustomed to trading within our two lines. So when you look at the overall environment of Bitcoin, yeah, we're pretty much just looking for this market just to trade within our two lines though. But weakness is on the table too. Okay. So now that's Bitcoin. Now we're going to look at a couple of stocks. All right. We're going to look at some stocks right now that some of our artisan members wanted us to check out. The first one is GSL, the global ship lease stock. And you all can see here, every market you need to treat as independent. All right. So take a look at that. The market in GSL is in an upward trend. Now, when we see a market in a trend, we need to make sure that we are able to come through and hit some areas of restriction, right? So the market in GSL was able to hit that $22 area not long ago. Okay. So now let me take this all the way back. Do you see that area, $22, as being a restriction area into the market for global ship, right? We have a lot of price history in the market for this company all the way back since 2007, 2008, right? Do you still suspect that the market in GSL is still going to go higher in price? Marlon Jones, appreciate the super chat, $5. Thank you for that. Could I give you thoughts on Monero? Not a member, but send super chat for support. We'll run that by you for you real quick, Marlon. Real quick. All right, so now check this out. Jack, looking for Bitcoin to go to around 32.5. I agree. I see that too. Now let's look at this on the weekly time frame for GSL. Okay. First things first. Let's look at the bottom of this chart. Okay. Take a look at the volume. What in the world is going on with this market for us to see this increase in volume? Do you really think retail has enough money to where they can actually produce this much volume? No, they can't. This is the indication that we have now seen the influx of big hedge funds, financial institutions coming through and finally participating in this stock, right? You guys can see that this market in GSL literally has been bone dry. Maybe they done a stock offering. Maybe they did a stock split to where this volume increase is coming through. But nevertheless, they're here. Okay. So, which is great. We needed to see that. And for GSL, this is the weekly time frame. And you need to compare, right? Language analysis is all about comparing what is currently on the chart versus what already occurred. Okay. So let's compare these volume bars on the weekly time frame. Yeah, Jack, we do sometimes, right? We just pretty much show our trend lines on when volume decreases or increases and what that means in relation to where price is. We do. But sometimes trend on the price, same and common with the trend on volume, means a reversal. That's not always the case. You got to take the volume in conjunction with the price bar. So for instance, let's look at GSL right here. Okay. We're looking at GSL. The volume for both of these two weekly price bars are extremely high. Would you all agree that the volume is extremely high, right? But look at the volume. Let's look at the price bars then. Look at these spreads. The week of June the 7th price spread is a lot wider than the last one. But the volume is about the same. So why is this last completed weekly price bar a lot smaller, but the volume is the same? So either more people was dumping their GSL stock in the market, or we had enough people to come through and buy up the selling because the spread is smaller. If nobody wanted to buy the stock, the spread of this price bar would be a lot wider, because at these high prices, GSL was people's opportunity to take profit. And if nobody was willing to buy it, then the market would have been at a lower price, i.e. a wider price spread than what we seen last week. But we didn't get that, right? So there were buyers that came into the market last week in GSL. Okay. There were buyers that came through. Someone in this particular market for GSL is still expecting this price to go higher, which is why we needed to identify, okay, where is the next likely area of restriction at in the market for GSL? Because it's not really definitive on these different time frames as to where restriction is. My first area of restriction in GSL though is all the way up here towards $23.50, right? And our support area to allow that to occur is around $17.80. So yeah, we're going to play the strength in the market for GSL. $17.80 is where our area support is going to be. That's about a 12% movement to the downside. So as long as this market in GSL continues to trade above $17.80, we're expecting the price to go higher. And I said that our ultimate area TP would be around $23.50. All based off what we've seen on the weekly time frame. Now, this may happen relatively quick, or it might take a couple of days. But the market here from a weekly perspective is still showing us that this stock has enough momentum to try to continue to go higher in price. And that's what we're going to play with. Okay. Yes, that's it, Chris. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not saying it's exactly going to fall on $23.50. I'll take $23.43 as well, right? That's close enough. We cannot be, pinpoint and hit the target exactly on the penny, but I just wanted everyone to see that that's the area. And like you said, it definitely might hit $23.43. You're exactly right. But yeah, I like it too. Okay. So yeah, we're going to play that one on the daily time frame for DSL. Okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and look at another stock. This next one is, the ticker symbol is VSTM. Okay, Veristem. Again, when I zoom out, we're in an uptrend. And we're one of the organizations that's not going to buck the trend. When you see the market in a trend, you follow it, right? The trap is telling us already, I'm feeling bullish into the market, all right? So no doubt, we've been in an uptrend in Veristem since like November of 2020. So this whole year, the market in Veristem has been going higher in price. Now what I'm seeing, I want to show you already, is identifying support. Once you get accustomed to looking at charts, you can actually pinpoint already where support areas are at. Okay. The first one was $3. Now the market's around $4.75 now. So this is the next area of support restriction into the market in Veristem. So if anything, we can remain bullish into the market in Veristem because price has confirmed to us that it was able to break this last area of restriction, right? And we did not fall. The last time Veristem broke this area of $4 to the upside was back in April 2020, and immediately the price came right back down, right? But this go around, take a look. Did we break below $4 this time? We didn't. The indication is still that the bullishness is still into the market in Veristem. Like, they tell us everything we need to know. There's no confusion at all when you understand language analysis. It tells you precisely what the market is going to do. It told us back in 2020, I'm not ready to move price above $5. Price immediately came right back down. This time, 2021, we maintained the price above $4. So again, that tells us that the bullishness into the market in Veristem is still on the table. And I'm still seeing it here too, right? On the 3-day time frame. We're not seeing any weakness into the market in Veristem. So the only issue that we have here so far is making that determining factor as to, okay, where would we expect the market to come through and get some weakness, right? Where do you all expect us to see some more selling to try to push down the value of Veristem? Right? Check it out. So we have history in the background of this chart that we can actually utilize. Right? We got history. The trap is always in the market, leaving some historical information that we can digest to anticipate where will be the next area of restriction. Okay, so here we are. There's no doubt the bullishness in Veristem is still here on the table, right? Now, when I look at this on a wider out time frame, I'm seeing that this area around $5.70 as being restriction, right? Chris has 525 to 540 exactly. Right, so let me draw this for you all. Because back here in 2015, the market in Veristem hit that area as support. So yeah, like Chris said, $5.40. Okay, right there. So I will be playing the strength into the market in Veristem to go at least to $5.40. Now we got hit with some volume last week. So again, look at the spread of the bar in relation to the volume, right? We also saw the market in Veristem close off of the highs. So there was selling going on last week. Okay. So in the beginning half of next week during trading, we can see the market actually dip and go lower. That's why we're pinpointing $4 as that ultimate area of support. As long as the price in Veristem trades above $4, we're going to expect this market to at least try to tap out around 540. Okay. So that's about almost 13.5% increase in the market in Veristem from where we closed on Friday. Okay. But I like it. So let me run this by on the daily time frame. And we got our two areas. Okay. We're in position. This is our expectations. Now, the reason why we're seeing this market consolidate over the last couple of trading days right here is because of what happened right here during 2018. We saw this consolidation of trading before the market resumed back down to the downside. We have to go through all of this right here before we're able to see the market break out. All right. So that's why we're seeing this market trade sideways last week. But I'm still seeing the strength into the market for Veristem as well. All right. So that's it. I'm going to hold these two lines here just so we can see it as a basis as to where we're looking for the market to go to find restriction, as well as where we're looking for the market to hold support. I like 450 as support too. So even on the next leg down, if we still get strength at 450, then that definitely tells me that this price is going to go a lot higher than $5.40. Just saying. All right, so now let's look at this. I got one more. Geek is a cryptocurrency that someone wanted us to check out, and this is on the Poloniex exchange. And here it is. Let's run it by. You guys can see here, being fully transparent, we got a price prediction in Geek. We did one back there on May the 8th. I've showed you all that May the 8th was on a Saturday of when we did our lookout live stream session. So this is a cryptocurrency that one of our artists and members wanted us to check out. Okay. And we did. And we told them that we were looking for the market in Geek to go lower in price. And that is precisely what it did. It didn't take long, you know, from May the 8th to May the 17th, the price in Geek hit our ultimate TP price, 25% right there. Now it exceeded that as well too. If you were to get out today, you'd be around 49, almost 50% profitability in anticipation of that weakness come through in Geek. Done. That's over. Okay. So now let's check this out. Let's clean this up and let's look at the market. I mean, take a look at this market overall. Let me zoom out and you guys can see that this market in Geek is trading, you know, at areas to where we've been at since like 2020. So do you really expect us to go a lot lower than where we're at in Geek? That support area, the biggest area of support is around 28 cents, right? We're at 53 right now. This is the 3-day time frame in Geek. Okay. Not a lot's going on. The market is hugging this area as support. Okay. That area of support is around 45 cents. I know I got you, Marlon. It's going to be the next one. All right, check this one out. This is the 5-day time frame in Geek, and I'm still seeing weakness here. And the biggest reason why I'm still seeing weakness here in Geek is because of this. Okay. Now, the market in Geek, first of all, could not keep this price above our last area of support / restriction at 80 cents. We broke that during this 5-day price bar that started May the 16th. Okay, we broke that. Now, let's take a look at what the trap has been doing last couple of 5-day price bars. Let me bring this down. And you guys can clearly tell what is going on in the market in Geek. Take a look at this. And I don't even have to say anything to you. You guys can tell what the problem is, right? I want you all to tell me what is the problem with Geek, right? Go ahead and let me know. What do you all see that is going on this chart? Now don't forget, look at the volume in relation to the price. Okay. Go ahead and chat me up and let me know what do you all see on this chart and what do you think is going on. Do you see it on a 3-day time frame? 2-day time frame? What is going on in the market with Geek? Exactly, Chris. You're exactly right. It tells us everything we need to know. There's no confusion when you just simply take the bare minimum of what the trap is dropping on the chart and just translate it. Exactly. That is exactly what's going on, Chris. Restriction. The price cannot go above that line. So we need to be under the premise that we're not going to be bullish into the market in Geek until we at least see that price break up above 65 cents on strength, right? And after you see these opportunities, I mean, at some point, the market has to get tired, right? It's been bumping its head up, trying to break this price above 67 cents, and it couldn't even do it. This is the third time right here. We got 5 hours and 54 minutes left of him trying to break this price above that restriction line, and he still can't do it, right? So after you try so hard into breaking down a wall and you see that you're not getting anywhere, you take the least path of restriction or resistance, which is, in this case, is down, right? So the market here in Geek is still weak as well. So we have to play that too. We appreciate the trap for being involved in these markets, because without him, we will not be able to see that. We will not be able to see that 67 cents is restriction, and that the market is selling, and that the market is unable to break above that price, which translates over into the value going lower. So let's do it. Now, that is going to be restriction, okay? Right there around 65 cents, 67 cents. How low do you think the market's going to go though? Okay, maybe right here to the low from the last 5-day price bar, which is around 46 cents. Yeah. All the way back down here to the low that came in on this 5-day price bar on May the 21st, 2021, right there. So we'll play that. Okay, first area TP though would be right there around 45 cents. That would give us about 15.5% profitability. Okay, but generally the weight, the last couple of 5-day price bars, you guys can see that we haven't received any indication that strength is ready to appear and to reverse the course of us going lower in price to want to go higher. It's already there. Okay. So now let's look at this last one that Marlon wanted us to check out real quick. We did a video in Monero, one of those shorts for Bitcoin. I'm sorry, for Monero. And this is it right here. Okay. Now, we did it on June the 15th, Marlon. Okay. You see that? And I like it still. You know, I'm still looking for this price in Monero to go higher. Nothing has changed into the market in Monero. And you guys can tell, like, this is the thing that is being pushed in the cryptocurrency space. They're trying to tell us that Bitcoin dictates the price of all the other altcoins, right? Now, Bitcoin, you guys can see we did a price prediction today, and it looks weak. We're playing the weakness in Bitcoin. We're playing the weakness in Ethereum Classic, Synthetics, Audius, MATIC, Holochain, Geek. All those cryptocurrencies are trending to the downside, right? But look at Monero. Monero's not giving us that. I wonder why. Because the market is independent of Bitcoin. We cannot treat every altcoin in relation to Bitcoin. It's not like whatever Bitcoin does, the altcoin market is going to do. That's not the case. And this is prime example right here. Monero is still giving us strength. I'm still expecting the price in Monero to go higher. $300 will be the first area of TP, taking profit. All the way back up to around $350 though in the long term. Okay. So yeah, I'm still bullish into the market in Monero as well. I like what's going on the last 4 days. We've seen selling come through into the market in Monero only to reverse course to bring back up to the upside in price. That tells us that the trap is trying to increase this value in Monero right now. He's trying to pump up this price in Monero. So Marlon, the thought in Monero is we're still expecting the market to go higher. First area is around 300. That would give us what? Maybe a little bit lower, 7.5% profitability, all the way back up to around 350. Okay. I might take the second area TP around 313. So that's about 13.5. We'll TP it there too. Is that for Monero? Chris? Oh, sorry about that, Mark. Yeah, we forgot to do Polygon. So let me go ahead and do Polygon. We did Ethereum Classic. The first one we did, Mark. That was the first one we did Ethereum Classic. So you can play that back and look at Ethereum Classic. But yeah, we didn't. Oh, we did Polygon. Polygon is MATIC. So yeah, check out. Yeah, we already did MATIC 2, Mark. So just go ahead and check out this video and see what was said for Ethereum Classic and MATIC. Yeah, we took care of that for you though, Mark. It's probably like one of the first couple of ones we did in the video. No problem, Marlon. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think, Marlon, you said that you're looking for Monero to go higher. Yeah, because I know you wrote in the chat that Monero was holding up well. So how high are you thinking the market in Monero is going to go, Marlon? Chris, what do you think the support area needs to be in Monero? Okay, cool. You think it needs to be increased or decreased in support, Chris? 220, 240? Yeah, the market trap is definitely showing us that he's willing to support the price though right here. Okay, the last couple of days in trading, 275. What's that, like 260? The market has been maintaining this area of support, which is another good thing too though. I got you, Marlon. Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing as well too. And I appreciate you writing the comment that you're playing Monero long term and the short term. You know, that tells us that, you know, in free markets we're able to deploy all types of strategies that we need in order to grab the bag from the trap, right? There's nothing wrong with playing long term, even short term basis. Yeah, so Chris, you're looking around 240 or 260, because I can see those two areas as support too. But you know, I try to give in my predictions a cushion to kind of allocate just in case the market tries to give us some erratic type of price actions. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, you can do that, Chris. Put it around 239, 253. But I mean, like I said earlier, I just try to give us some cushions to allow the market to trade when it wants to be erratic. And even if we do see that, we still have, you know, a pretty good area to allow this prediction to go on. But yeah, we can increase it to 239 to 253. We could do that. Yeah, with Monero, since it's privacy, one of those privacy altcoins, it can be a formidable player in this cryptocurrency space for the long term, most definitely. All right, so that is it. I think we went ahead and did all of them. We did Ethereum Classic, Synthetics, Audius, MATIC, which is Polygon, Holochain, Bitcoin. We did the stock for GSL, the stock for Veristem. We also did Geek and Monero, all within an hour and 20 minutes. You know, this is very powerful. We looked at what? We looked at 10 products in the market in less than an hour and 30 minutes. You have individuals doing YouTube videos, spending a whole hour looking at Bitcoin by itself. How does that benefit us? Right? We need to try to get as much plays as possible to see which one would give us the most bang for our buck. And we looked at that many in less than an hour and a half. This is very powerful information, that we have at our disposal when utilizing language analysis. I want to tell every one of you all that you're able to see the market for what it is, look at it, say, yeah, it's a play, it's a not play, and move on to another one. Okay, then look at this chart, it's a play, it's a not play, then look at another one. Appreciate that, Jackie. Oh, you did? You found me on Library? Yeah, I haven't really delved too much in Library. I know they take the content that we have on YouTube and put it there on Library for us. So appreciate that. Thank you for finding us. But yeah, so that's it. I want to give everyone back their time. I know it's the weekend. I know some people may celebrate Father's Day. So I just want to give you all your time back. Thank you all for just taking that small opportunity. Hopefully we have given you all something that you can benefit from. Hopefully you learned something, because that's why we're here, is to make sure we build this team, this community of people who is trying to dominate the cryptocurrency space, the stock market, even commodities, so that we can start to win in this space. I know a lot of people come out and they hate the retail. They don't like, Wall Street. They don't like these hedge funds. They don't like these financial institutions, because they think they're taking advantage of the retail investor. And that's not really the case, right? You're not understanding the market and how it operates. That's the only problem. And once you understand how this market really operates, you kind of understand, like, dang, these hedge funds, these financial institutions really are not in our way. It's only the information that we are being privy to that we don't understand. Right? Appreciate that, Chris. Thanks, Marlon. No doubt, Marlon. Like, once we understand the realization of how this game is being played, you will become a lot more relaxed. You won't be emotional. You just simply trade and make the money and move on. So again, thank you all for taking the opportunity out. Make sure you always maintain a profitability, and I will see you all on the next Lookout Live. Make sure y'all stay on the lookout.